defensive line. I'll start.
Okay.
This guy's a little obvious, but I want to see Drake Jackson in a real game. He definitely looks the part. He's got long arms, big legs. He can bend, but they're clearly trying to replace Arden Key in the rotation this year. I don't know what the projection is for Drake Jackson long term. I'm curious, is he going to be rushing from the interior or the edge on third down? I know they're not going to be showing all of their blitz packages, but what is he better at? Rushing from the interior or the edge right now? Can he be the Arden Key replacement, or is he going to be someone that's kind of a project for the future? I'm curious.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, the guy that I want to see up front is Kinlaw. Kinlaw is the most important guy in the Niner defensive front. Why? Because there's nobody that can be a reasonable facsimile of him. He's so unique. I mean, he's incredibly strong. He's got the ability to take over for DJ Jones and maybe even improve on what DJ did if he really fires. If he's healthy, plays with leverage, stays healthy, Kinlaw, I think, has more talent than DJ Jones. But man, DJ Jones did a ton, and he plugged up the middle very, very effectively, and he stayed on the field, and he was healthy. So I want to see Kinlaw. He's in clearly he's in great shape. I mean, you can see it, and I just want to see if he can get to that next level. Just a little bit more quickness, maybe a little bit more closing ability, maybe playing with a little bit better leverage, a little bit better technique. All those things are reasonable expectations when you consider his experience level in the defense. So I'm looking for Javon. This is the year of Javon, and it's got to happen. It's got to happen. He's absolutely a key cog. They have other guys, as you know, but they don't have anybody like him who can truly, command the double team and clog up the middle. So I'm looking for Javon.
Yeah, I'm looking for Javon too. I'm not sure how much he's going to play, and I know that's the first thing. What I'm looking for with him is when he's on the field and it's a pass. How often does he have his pads underneath the offensive lineman and is he driving the guy back with his hands? How often does he stop and resort to jumping up and down trying to knock down the pass? Because he does that a lot. And he gets a lot of PBUs. He had a pick six that way, but they don't want him to do that. They want him to be like Armstead and drive and get knocked back. Too often he gets knocked back. So that's what I'm looking for with him. Also, is he on the field on third downs? Because as good as he is, you talk about he's in great shape. He is. He's healthy. He is. Is he a 3-down player? I don't know. And frankly, I don't think they've played him that way. So is he DJ Jones or is he Eric Armstead? I'm curious. Right now, I think he's DJ Jones. He could become Eric Armstead. I want to see how they use him. Because coming back to the guy I was talking about before, Drake Jackson, if Kinlaw is just a 2-down player, they got to find that fourth guy in their third down package, because it was Arden Key. He was really freaking good at it. He's gone. And I think they drafted Drake Jackson with that in mind. But because I was talking to Chris Kasarik and he was like, look, if you go back and look at his freshman year, most of his sacks came from the interior. So I think what they're doing is teaching him the defensive end position so he can play it. But I think they're hoping that he might be able to do this. I don't know if he can do it. They don't know if he can do it. We'll find out a little bit. In this game, I bet you they get him a lot of looks on both the interior and the edge.
Yeah, I mean, to me, Kinlaw's key is keeping those feet moving. When his feet stop, that's when he stops. He's got to keep those feet moving. He looks lighter and quicker, and like he's going to be able to fire those feet out and keep those feet moving. As far as Drake Jackson goes, is Drake Jackson, is he going to be an Arden Key NASCAR package guy? How creative do they get up front? And also I'm looking for Many Hughes look good in this camp. I'm looking for him. I'm looking for Jordan Willis. I'm looking for Kamoko Toure. I'm looking for Ebukam. I'm looking for somebody to rise up and say, you know what? I'll be that guy opposite Nick Bosa. And that's vital. They've got, even though this D-line on paper is incredibly deep and very, very skilled, and it's like considered to be one of the strengths of the team, they actually do have some fairly major questions. And, what's Kinlaw? What's Drake Jackson? Which of these young defensive ends is going to step up and kind of seize the opportunity? Is Ebukam going to continue where he finished off last year? So that's what I'm looking for sure. And I'll give you one more. I think Robert Kemdice is one of the most talented interior guys in this on this unit. I mean, this guy wears 50. He looks lean and mean and fast, and this is a shoot it up the field kind of a defense. Not a lot of read and react. Can he play fast in this defense? If Kemdice, he's kind of my wild card, Grant, at the D line, because I think he could be anything. He could be cut, or he could be like, wow, man, Kemdice is making a huge impact on the Niner front. I really believe it's all there. All those possibilities are there.
Yeah, you're really focused on the first and second down run defenders, which is important in a wide nine. I'm focused on that Arden Key role. And there's one more guy I want to bring up. No one ever talks about it. I don't think we've ever talked about him on this show. His name is Alex Barrett. He wears number 58. Okay, you probably don't know him. You may have heard that he converted his entire salary this year to Bitcoin, which was not a good idea. But he's not playing defensive end in camp. He's playing strictly defensive tackle. He might be 255 pounds. And he started there so many times. He takes all of his reps there in one-on-ones. No one can block him. No one can block him right now, at least in practice. He is the best Arden Key. And I didn't see it coming, but so far he's had a hell of a camp. I want to see if he can do it in a game. Right now,
a good one.
Phenomenal shape, and he's doing it as an interior rusher, weighing like 260.
He's a guy that you forget about because he's been in the system before, and he's kind of been on the edge of the roster, practice squad. What is he going to be on? Is he going to be off? He's a guy that's been waived, I think, before and cleared waivers. But you're right. There's a lot of pass rush ability, and there's a lot of knowledge of this system. They know him a lot, and I'd love to know what his actual weight is, because I think he's actually put on some weight.
Maybe, yeah.
He looks a little bulkier, but yeah, that's an interesting name because he's got talent. I mean, it's like Alex Barrett has talent for sure.
And yeah, he's a big, strong vet who, if he's in like the third quarter, he's going to be whipping some rookies. I mean, he might look good. I think if I remember correctly, he's had some good moments in preseason, which is probably why he's stuck around this long, given the fact that no one knows who he is. All right. Let's answer a couple of questions, then we'll go to offense. Mark says, with the possibility of Vic Fangio becoming D coordinator next season, might they want to load up on linebackers with the chance of going to a 3-4 defense? You think Vic Fangio would really switch it up and get rid of Chris Kasarik if he came in? I mean, I'm not sure about that.
I don't know. It seems like Coach Eric is really done a great, has made a huge impact. I mean, I can't see that. I mean, would Vic adjust? Would he make everybody else adjust? I'll say this though too. There's not space on the roster to do that kind of stuff. You can't load up on linebackers for this year, for next year. Really, unless you can somehow get some of these guys to the practice squad, but teams can poach your practice squad guys. So that's going to be really interesting to see because they get an abundance of riches at linebacker. If the young linebackers play great, then what? Because I think Burks has made the team. I think Curtis Robinson, even though he's a no-name guy for a lot of people, I think he's made the team.
The big member of their special teams.
I mean, so it's hard to picture McCrary Ball or Alubi on the roster, but there's always injuries and there can be trades. And if you play well enough, they'll make room for you.
Haha says Cohn and Krueger are the two realest in the game right now. Thank you for the rational analysis, not pushing team PR. That's what we aim to do. Thank you.
Yeah, we don't push PR.